This is the Honda CB1000R. This is the kind of bike that makes strangers stop at you at a petrol station just to ask, "What is that?" And then you smugly say, "Oh, this? Just a little something from Honda." Honda designed this bike for people who want to feel cool just by having it on their driveway. I mean, look at it, it's gorgeous. Before we dive into the specs, let's take a little detour down memory lane. The CB1000R isn't just a random model Honda whips up one day, it's got pedigree. Back in the 1960s, Honda introduced the CB series, and let me tell you, it was a game changer. The CB750 in particular was the world's first superbike, 4 cylinders, disc brakes, and an electric starter. This thing was basically a spaceship on wheels for its time. It was reliable, powerful, and cooler than a rock band at a dive bar. Fast forward to today, and the CB1000R carries that same spirit, but with a modern twist. Honda calls this style Neo Sports Cafe, which, if you ask me, sounds like the name of a trendy coffee shop where your barista judges your order. But on this bike, it makes total sense. It's a seamless blend of retro cafe racer inspiration and futuristic design. Think cafe racer, but with a healthy dose of steroids and a wardrobe update. Alright, let's talk numbers, because while this bike may look classy, it's got the heart of a hooligan. Underneath my testicles lies a 998cc inline-four engine, and not just any inline-four. This is a detuned version of the engine from the CBR1000R Fireblade. That's like borrowing a handmade tailor suit for a trip to McDonald's. Now, it is tuned down to about 143 horsepower and 104 Nm of torque. I know, those don't sound like insane numbers by today's standards, but trust me, it's plenty. Unless your last name is Rossi, this bike is more than capable of making your rides thrilling. The throttle response is buttery smooth, thanks to ride-by-wire technology, and you've got 4 riding modes to play with: Standard, Rain, Sports, and User. Each mode adjusts to power delivery, engine braking, and traction control. So whether you're commuting in drizzle or tearing up twisty back roads, the CB1000R has your back. Now, let's geek out over the tech, because Honda did not hold back here. First is the full colour TFT display, which is as sharp as the bike itself. It's got all your essential info: speed, rev, fuel gauge, and gear indicator. And then there's the LED lighting, from the round headlight that screams retro futurism to the sleek tail light. This bike knows how to make an impression, day or night. It's not just functional, it's stylish enough to make other bikes jealous. Honda also threw in rider aids such as traction control, wheelie control, and a slipper clutch. Wheelie control is especially handy because, let's face it, this bike just wants to lift that front wheel. It's like a kid at a candy store, sometimes you just have to say, not today. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the design? I mean, look at it, the CB1000R is a masterclass in minimalism. Everything feels purposeful, from the sculpted fuel tank to the single-sided swing arm that's practically begging for a second chance. The mix of brushed aluminium, matte finishes, and sharp lines gives the bike an industrial vibe that says, "I belong in a sci-fi movie." But then you notice the round headlight, and it's like the bike is winking at you saying, "Don't worry, I've still got that old school charm." The huge 180mm rear tyre is not just functional, but gives the humble CB an aggressive stance. And can we talk about the wheels? They're wide-spoke alloys that somehow look modern and retro at the same time. On the road, this bike is an absolute joy. The engine pulls hard in every gear, and the throttle is so smooth it feels like you're directly connected to the bike's soul. It's not twitchy, but it's always ready to play. The riding position strikes a perfect balance. It's sporty without making you feel like you're reenacting a yoga pose. The wide handlebars give you great leverage, and the foot pegs are high enough for cornering but low enough for all-day comfort. The suspension is firm but not harsh. It's adjustable, so you can dial it in for spirited rides or something a bit more forgiving. And when it comes to handling, let's just say you'll find yourself taking the long way home. The CB1000R dives into corners with precision, and brakes, Brembo by the way, stop on a dime, or a nickel, whatever currency you're thinking of. So, who is the CB1000 for? It's for the rider who wants to stand out without screaming. It's for someone who loves power but doesn't need to wear full racing leathers just to ride to the coffee shop. It's for anyone who appreciates a bike that's just as much about art as it is about adrenaline. This isn't a beginner bike, but it's also not so intimidating that you need to take a racing course just to enjoy it. It's accessible, stylish, and just plain fun. The CB1000R is an incredible machine. It's a perfect blend of comfortable daily rideability, modern and retro design cues, and groundbreaking performance, and for a base price of just under £12,000, it's well worth it.